Hopper, go settle. Go settle. Good girl, good settle. Okay, little Hopper's coming back. I am so excited for the two of you. She is one smart cookie. So I have taped this video tutorial for you so that you know how to follow through with continuing training Hopper. The biggest thing to keep in mind is she's still a baby, still a puppy. She puts everything in her mouth. She looks to investigate things with her mouth. So I'm really working with a strong leave it. Leave it. Good, leave it. Good, leave it. That's a good girl. Chewing on this bone. Good, good, leave it. Okay. Chewing on this bone, I ask her to leave it. But she's still putting everything in her mouth, as it's natural for her because she's so young. So I know that was one of the biggest concerns for you, is she's chewing up her potty pad, she's chewing up the furniture. You can never have too many toys for Hopper and too many things that she can put in her mouth so you can redirect her. I would really love you to get several Kongs. The Kongs are, I have the Kongs. I don't think I have one close by, but the Kongs are where you can stuff food inside so that she can be busy eating the Kong. That can help relieve her of wanting to chew on everything. Other things she can chew on, now this is a bone and she's kind of eating the meat off the bone, which is fine. You do not want to give her a bone unattended. You want to supervise her with it because it's still pretty hard for her puppy teeth. With the Kong, they make specialty puppy Kongs where they can sink their teeth into. Honestly, you have 3, 5 Kongs that you put her food inside. Hey, puppies! Where you put her food inside to help redirect her. And if you don't want her to be eating something, you ask her, leave it. Good, leave it. Very good, leave it. Very good, leave it. Good girl. Good girl, Hopper. Good. Okay. Good girl. Okay, Hopper, leave it. Good, leave it. I decided to implement the clicker with Hopper. I think it's going to work well for the two of you. She is very eager to learn. So utilizing the clicker is a fantastic way to keep her motivated and keep her attention. So click means treat, always. When she's doing something correct, you're going to click and reward her. So let's see if she can leave this wonderful bone alone. Hopper, leave it. Hopper, leave it. Good. As soon as she pulls away from the bone, I say leave it. I click and reward her for leaving it alone. I'm going to go ahead and give it back to her so that she can chew on the bone. So the clicker, I still want you to utilize this. I'm not sure how long you're going to need the clicker. She's doing extremely well with the clicker, but again, because she's such a puppy, she's very young, it's all about building that reinforcement history for Hopper. So a lot of treats, a lot of rewards. As she gets better, then you can fade the use of the clicker and the treats. But right now, utilize this tool to help you with her training. Good girl, Hopper. Good girl, sweetheart. Good girl. Now, one thing I want you to keep in mind, the next stage of development for Hopper, she's a puppy now, but she's going to become a teenager. And what I find is that puppies are like sponges. They're very compliant. They look to you for direction. And then as they get older and more confident with their surroundings, they tend to not pay attention to you as much. They tend to try to see what they can get away with, just like people. So in the teenage stage of development, you're just going to know that she can try seeing what she can get away with. But the more that you utilize her training and being consistent, she'll be okay. But just know that she can go from this compliant puppy where she's absorbing everything to a teenager where she's testing the waters and seeing what she can get away with. If you come across this, it's a very, very normal thing. What to do is just continue the training and make sure that you follow through with your requests. The moment you're like, it's okay, I'm too tired, then she's going to take you to the cleaners. But just keep up with everything that you've been working on with her. Also, when working with your Leave It, you want to set your puppies up to Hopper, Leave It. You want to set your puppies up with desirable things that they would like to chew on. So Hopper loves to chew on her potty pad. Hopper, Leave It. Hopper, Leave It. Good, Leave It. Up to her own devices, she's going to chew on that potty pad. But if you can do a couple training sessions with her and just work on Leave It, that's great. Other things that I will do is I will throw Kleenexes on the ground and work with Leave It. Hopper. Good girl. Good, because puppies love to chew on these things. Hopper, Leave It. Good, Leave It. Good, Leave It. The toilet paper, they love to get in trouble with the toilet paper. But you want to set things up when you're prepared. Leave It. Hopper, Leave It. Uh-oh. Hopper, good, Leave It. You want to set things up when you're prepared to ask her to leave it and reward her for doing so. Good girl. Good girl. Paper towels. Puppies, dogs love the paper towels. Drop the paper towel. Oh, Leave It. Hopper, Leave It. Good. The more you practice with them leaving it when you're prepared, the more they will leave things alone. But you also have to remember the maturity of your dog. They're not going to be eating toilet paper, Kleenex boxes forever, but these things are fun. They're lightweight, they fly around. Hopper, Leave It. Hopper, Leave It. Good, Leave It. Good, Leave It. They're easy to tear. So that's why having plenty of toys around is so important, so that they're interested in the toys and playing with the toys. Good settle. They're interested in the toys and playing with the toys instead of the other objects. Good girl, Hopper. Good girl. So practice with your dog. Set up booby traps with the Kleenex, with food laying on the ground. You can put food in containers with the holes on top of the containers so that the smell comes through, and work on the Leave It exercise. But most importantly, set them up for success by having lots and lots of different toys around for them. Okay, Leave It. Good girl, Hopper. Shh, Hopper. Good, Leave It. Good, Leave It. Good girl. Also, putting your puppy on a success leash. So a leash that they drag around the house is an extension of them. So that's good girl, sweetie. Is an extension of them to help redirect their attention. Good settle. So we really worked on Hopper's settle spots. She's doing very well with this bed. Good settle. Which I really like. I really like these beds. She's also doing well with the fluffy beds. Hopper, go settle. It's a little confusing having them both here, but I can move either of the beds around. So the fluffy beds or the cot beds. She's like, what settle spot do you want me to go? Good settle. But asking her to go settle is a way to help redirect her from jumping, from chewing on things, and it also really helps with impulse control. Good settle. Now she should be on a settle stay on the settle spot until you release her. And her release cue is, okay. Okay. I knew that was gonna happen. She had no place to go. Good girl. So definitely utilize her settle spot.
So with Hopper's walking, I'm keeping her on my left-hand side. If she moves to the right, I will gently guide her back over to the left. And I'm using a lot of clicking and treating, continuous reinforcement. Letting her know that she's doing a good job. She's walking so nicely. Good girl. And as she gets better with walking, you can fade the use of the clicker and the treats. Good girl, Hopper. But right now, when she's learning, it's a lot of clicking and treating and letting her know she's being a superstar. Good girl. Continuous reinforcement. Lots of goodies. Lots and lots of goodies. You're not going to need these forever, but right now, it's a very, very good thing. Good girl, Hopper. Talk to her. Let her know she's being a superstar. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, Hopper. Thespian is such a good girl. Yes, it is. If she wants to go and smell, I'll allow her to smell. I just won't let her pull me there. Good girl. But I think what most people forget is the continuous reinforcement as they're learning. As she knows better, you can fade the use of the clicker and treats. But right now, lots of clicker and treats. Good girl, sweetheart. That's a good Hopper.
So other behaviors that we worked on with Hopper was stay, not only on her settle spot, but different places, asking her to stay. Working on down, asking her to down, verbal cue only. Let's see if she can demonstrate for me. Okay. Good, Hopper. Hopper, down. Good, down. Good girl. Okay, go settle. Good girl. Good settle. Working on her leash walking. Leave it and coming when called. And especially with the recall, I really, really want you to use treats and your clicker. Oh, hey, off. Good girl. Good off. Good off. Utilize the treats and the clicker so that you can build up that reinforcement history of when she comes, she gets a reward. Good girl. Good girl. And we have still been utilizing the crate. So I ask her, go crate, and she should stay before she comes out. That has definitely helped with her potty training. She's holding her potty longer through the night, so that's fantastic. If you're still going to use the puppy pads, what I'd like you to do is just put it right by the door of where you walk out of to go outside. If she needs that, if she can't hold her potty. And if you still get up in the middle of the night, then I don't think you're going to need the potty pads. But if you have her sleep longer times during the night before taking her outside, you might need to have her use the potty pad. But if I were you, I would go ahead and get up in the middle of the night, maybe have her sleep for 5 or 6 hours, get up at night, take her out where she's supposed to go to the bathroom, and then bring her back in and have her go to sleep in the crate. Because that way you can alleviate the potty pads. That would be fantastic. Know that I'm here to help you in any way that I can. Thank you for the opportunity to work with Sweet Hopper.